Hi, my name is Steven Jackson with Integrated Wealth. Typically, I'm coming to you with a market update. And man, has it been such an interesting year so far, and we're coming off such a great week right now. However, today, we're going to pivot a little bit, and I want to talk more larger scale, just overall portfolio strategy. Now, if you are already part of the IWM family, then what I have behind me here is probably extremely familiar to you, and that's just our 3-bucket strategy. All right, today I'm going to focus on this first bucket here, and already a lot of you might be saying in your head, you know what that bucket is, and that's the safety bucket. Now, when I say safety, I mean funds that are available to you that you've typically already paid taxes on. It's liquid and it's safe. All right, so I have 3 options on here. Cash, that can be checking account, savings account, money that, again, you've already paid taxes on. It's accessible. You don't have to make a phone call to get it, but it's probably not yielding too much. Now, these other 2 down here, money markets and CDs, operate a little bit differently, but interestingly enough, over the past few years, their yields haven't been too far off from each other. Just about 2 or 3 years ago, both these money markets and CDs were paying about 5%. And a lot of us got extremely spoiled when we were seeing that kind of income on completely safe money. Now, the benefits of the money market is it still stays 100% liquid. The negative of it is that as interest rates come down, there's no guarantee that whatever rate you have is going to stay locked in for very long. For CDs, oftentimes we get a little bit higher of a yield. However, we are sacrificing some of that liquidity, sometimes 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, sometimes up to 24 months, making sure that we can get the best yield possible. Now, as interest rates are coming down, we are seeing both of these buckets drop down in what interest rates are. And so for money market right now, we're seeing about 3.4%. For CDs, we just locked one in 12-month for 3.9%. However, we are expecting these to continue down over the year. What we want to do for you today is propose to you some different things that are out there that allow you to keep some liquidity, make sure that we're not putting the money at risk, and still yielding the most that we can. So I want to present to you one of our portfolios that we've been using for quite some time now. And what it is it's just a bundle of funds that have been yielding well and are very low risk. Okay, and so first and foremost, let's talk about the liquidity of it. Now, within these funds, they are all ETFs. And all that's to say is, as these are primarily short-term duration bonds, treasuries, they are all bundled within inside exchange-traded funds. Now, these operate a little bit like mutual funds, but the benefit of ETFs is that they have intraday trading, meaning if you need any of these funds at all, you're able to get them almost immediately as we're able to sell them during the day. That's the liquid part of it. The yield part of it is, as I mentioned, short-term duration bonds. Right now, this portfolio is yielding 4.6%, and the ETFs actually have a little bit of appreciation as well, and typically knock out about 1% per year. And so over the course of a 12-month period, we're looking at over 5% within this yield. And now these are rates as of today. And so even as interest rates are coming down, this isn't historic data, but rather this is what we're seeing right now as the rates come in. Finally, and a great question with, okay, now I'm getting this yield, I still have the liquidity, I have all these benefits. What kind of risk are we expecting? So we have a lot of different tools here that assess the risk, and whenever we plug all of this information in, essentially what we're rated is a 9 out of 100 risk. To give you a little bit more context, the S&P 500 is about a 75 out of 100. If we were to look at bonds as a whole, they're rated around a 30 out of 100. And so because these are short duration, and because they're ETFs, they're liquid, they're diversified, that's how we're able to achieve that 9 out of 100. So if you're somebody who's gotten real excited about those interest rates that we saw over the past few years as the money markets were making money, as CDs were making great interest, as you felt like you weren't very exposed to the risk that was out there, and you're still kind of hungry for that kind of return, then please reach out to us. We'd love to talk more about this portfolio. Just a great solution for people looking for good interest rates.